Hey guys, here we are with some more mini messages for you, and today we're starting in Genesis chapter 23. And this is, a pretty sad chapter because, in this chapter, Abraham loses his wife, Sarah. And so we're going to take a couple days and kind of walk through this, and there's some interesting tidbits and information in here and a little bit of Abraham's character. And we see this man of faith, mourn. And it's really kind of touching to me to see how he handles himself through this. Let's look at verse 1. It says, Sarah lived 127 years. These were the years of Sarah's life. Now, small interesting fact, Sarah is the only woman in Scripture that we're told how old she is when she dies. I find that to be fascinating. It shows you a little bit of the importance of Sarah, that she was the mother of the Jewish nation. She was the mother of the Israelites. Just we had Father Abraham and Mother Sarah. And as her descendants would lead directly to our Messiah, lead directly to Jesus Christ. So she was, very highly regarded by the Israelites and obviously by God in the fact that this information was included about her when it wasn't included about any other lady throughout Scripture, with many opportunities to do so. So as I think about this also, nowhere in the Bible are we told to look to Mary, the mother of Jesus, as a godly example. People all over the world kind of venerate Mary. They put her on a pedestal. And I understand she was a woman of faith. She really was. She trusted in the Lord. She winds up herself after Christ's death, burial, and resurrection, coming to believe in Him as Messiah herself. And she's seen there with the disciples in the book of Acts. So we know these things to be true about her, but even she's not referred to in that fashion. But Sarah is. Twice in the Old Testament, we're told to look to Sarah as an example of godly faith, an example of a godly woman. So this is somebody that should still be an example to us today, in that she willingly went with her husband to a land that God would show them. That she willingly left her family behind, willingly left behind security and safety. And at moments she struggled with her faith. And, I remember back to when she laughed at God when He said that she would have a child this time next year. She chuckled at that. She laughed to herself. And that's where Isaac's name even comes from. But at the end of the day, she was still a woman of faith. All of us struggle with our faith from moment to moment. And I don't believe God measures us by our worst moments. I believe God measures us by our faith in Him. And I think she was an example of that. She was a woman of faith, that her life changed the world. And it is still impacting the world today. We could all be so blessed as to have the impact on the world that Sarah did. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.